operator and its meaning. So greater than anyway. Greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal. Or equal. Less than. Less than or equal. Is equal to. Not equal to. Greater than or equal. Less than or equal. Is equal to and not equal to. They all comes under relational operators, comparison. This relational operators, other name is comparison operators. Anyway, you can say comparison operators. You can say. So logical operators. Logical operators. Logical operators. So logical means comparing two comparisons actually. Comparing two comparisons means suppose three values are there. A, B, C is there. Who is greater among these three? If anybody asked, then we must check it. A must be greater than B. A must be greater than C. Then A is greater. You are comparing two comparisons. No, A is greater than B and A is greater than C. Two comparisons you are doing now. So the operators which are used to compare two comparisons known as logical operators. Make it. Logical operators are used. Logical operators are used to compare two comparisons. To compare two comparisons and generate Boolean result. Logical operators are used to compare two comparisons and generate Boolean result. And generate Boolean result. Operators and meaning. Operators and meaning. This is logical and, we say. Logical and. Logical or, we say. Logical or, we say. Logical not, we say. Logical not. Logical and, logical or, logical not. Suppose if we take logical and if you take it. Suppose A is one condition, roughly. B is one condition. A and B. If A is true, B is true, A and B will become what now? True. Means in AND operation, both must be true unless it is false. Means if any one is false here, it becomes what now? False. That point you have to remember it. False. If both are false, it becomes false. That's called AND operation. If all are true only, it becomes true. That's called AND. Okay, right. Now, logical OR. Logical OR. Here, logical OR means if any one is true enough, it becomes true. Both are true, it is true. Any one is true also, it becomes true. That's called OR. So, A is one condition, B is one condition, A or B. Suppose both are true, A or B. Both are true means true only. If anything is true, any one is true, it becomes true. Simply you can say, if all are false, it becomes false. Unless it becomes true. All are true or any one is true. That's called OR. Logical NOT. Logical NOT. Logical NOT means opposite. If it is true, it becomes false. If it is false, it becomes true. If it is true, it becomes false. If it is false, it becomes true. Opposite. We call it as logical NOT. That bitwise operator, shift operator, I'll train it. This not, I'll train manual, means how to answer your technical questions, I'll train it. Right, not now, next Friday, sorry, next Saturday, last half an hour, I'll train it, how to use it. Right. Now, last one is increment, decrement operators. Increment, decrement operators. Increment operator will increment the value by 1 and decrement operator will decrement the value by 1. Increment operator will increment the value by 1 and decrement operator will decrement the value by 1. Operator and its meaning. This is increment anyway. Increment. And this is decrement. Increment and decrement. Increment and decrement. Got it? Right. Now, these are the 4 operators to be remembered for practical. Theoretical, I'll give the notes to you about a bitwise shift, how to work it for technical papers. Any freshers are there? 1 or 2 questions will come in your examinations when you're writing a paper, that I'll try it once. That how to shift that and some calculation your C teacher will do, no, the same thing I'll do one day. Okay, right. These are all I'm going to use in my programs. Okay, right. Now, operators came. Some calculations you can add for your program. Some calculations. Calculating basic salaries, total salaries, subject marks, something you can do. Some calculations you can do. Okay, right. Sir, I want control structures also list. I'm introducing control conditions now. Right? Some conditions also I'll introduce. Make a siding. Control structures in Java. Star mark IMP. Control structures in Java. Control structures in Java. Control structures in Java. Generally, sir, what is the meaning of this control structure means? Control structure is a term used by the developer actually. Whenever you write one program, suppose whenever you write some programs, every line will be under our control actually. Every line will be under our controls. Every line will be under our control. Control structure means the part of the program which is controlled by the programmer is known as control structure. Controlled by the programmer means what, sir? We write some condition and we will decide. If it is true, you execute this. If it is false, you execute this. We will decide. Sometimes we write loops, no? We pick few lines, run these few lines for 5 times, run these few lines for 10 times. We are deciding or not now. So control structure meaning is the part of the program which is controlled by the programmer is known as control structure. These control structures are categorized into 3 types in all the languages: selection statements, iterative statements, and branching statements. This part is common in all the languages: C, C++, Java, Python, .NET. This part is common. Control structures will be common. Make it. The part of the program which is controlled by the programmer. The part of the program which is controlled by the programmer is known as control structure. The part of the program which is controlled by the programmer is known as control structure. These control structures are categorized into 3 types. Into 3 types. 1. Selection statements. Iterative statements. Branching statements. Selection statements, iterative statements, and branching statements. Selection statements, iterative statements, and branching statements. Right. Selection statements. Right. The statements which are used to select one part of the program The statements which are used to select one part of the program for execution based on condition. The statements which are used to select one part of the program for execution based on condition are known as selection statements, or you can say conditional statements. You can say conditional statements, you can say. Among the selection statements types, A, simple if else, nested if, you can say ladder if else, switch case. The switch case also comes under selection statements. This 5 comes under selection. Selection means if else, if we take it, you are selecting if block or else block, anyone based on the condition. You are selecting only one part. Simple if means else block will not be there, only true block will be there, right? Okay. Right. Now, iterative statements, make it. Notes will not come there. Just list will come. Then slowly the notes will come. Data types also same only, no? Data types list came. You are using one int always going forward. Still remaining all not entered. When they entered, we are going to give the information. Here also list came. They are all entering into program. When they entered into program, then the definitions will come out. Iterative statements. Iterative means what? And repetition. The statements which are used to select some lines of the program for repetition. They select some lines of the program for repetition are known as iterative statements or repetitive statements or looping structures, you can say. Make it. The statements which are used to select some lines of program for repetition. The statements which are used to select some lines of program for repetition are known as iterative statements, repetitive statements, or looping structures, you can say. Looping structures, you can say. Now types, popular ones you know already. While loop, do while loop. What is the third one now? For loop. In all the languages we had. These are called iterative statements we had. Right. So branching statements. Branching statements. Branching means moving the control from one location to another location. They'll move it. Break, continue, return, exit. They all comes under your branching statements. They'll be moving the control from one location to another location. The statements which are used to transfer the execution control from one location to another location. The statements which are used to transfer the execution control from one location to another location are known as branching statements, or you can say transfer statements also, because they are transferring the controls. No, they'll say transfer statements also. Branching statements and transfer statements. Types. Among this we had break, we had continue, we had return, 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 we had exit, we had. Okay, right. Here in branching statement, one is missing there. Anybody can say? Very good. Go to. In other languages, we had go to. In Java, we don't have go to. You are rather remove that go to from your Java language. Make it note. I'll write the statement. If you know other language, you can compare that go to, but here go to not available. Go to statement is not available in Java language. You are either not given permission for go to. Now, based on this, can I write one program now? Can I write it? Right. Now, I will write one program. These are all theoretical anyway. Okay. Now, I'll take one example program. Write a program to read employee details, to read and display employee details. But from now, some conditions will be given to you. For every program, we add some conditions. If I say read employee details, like yesterday, you will read it. Read name, ID, designation, you will print it. Okay, right. But here, some calculation I will do it. What calculation means? Read employee name, employee ID, employee designation. There is no problem. You can read it. Then read basic salary. Basic salary must be minimum 12,000. One condition I am keeping. Because in one organization, every employee salaries, if we take it, minimum working employee salary is 12,000 and above. So I am keeping one condition. So here, read employee name, employee ID, employee designation. No issue. Now, read basic salary. Read basic salary. Read basic salary. This basic salary, I'll write B salary. Enough, no? Very biggest word. This basic salary must be minimum 12,000. That's the condition. must be minimum 12,000. The meaning is what? Whatever the basic salary you're entering, that should be greater than or equal to 12,000. That's the condition. Okay, right. If basic salary is validated, if basic salary is validated, then calculate total salary. Means if you entered your basic salary correctly, then calculate total salary. Yesterday I given time to you, 1 day, reading and displaying over. Now I am introducing some calculation, some condition. There I'll stop the week. And next week I'll resume with more number of subclasses, objects, calculations. I'll increase it. That's the plan. Now, sir, total salary of an employee will be basic salary plus HRA plus DA. Every employee will have their own HRAs and DAs. There's a calculation. It's a calculation. HRA stands for house rental allowance. DA stands for daily allowance. Depending upon the organization, depending upon the body, means government body, state, central government, state government, they had their own HRAs and DAs. Roughly, for our calculation, I am taking HRA is equal to 93% of basic salary I am taking. I am taking how much now? HRA is 93% of basic salary. DA I am taking 63% of basic salary I am taking. So this is the question. In the next week, the questions will be with more conditions and more calculations. Not only third week. By seeing the question, student has to learn developing the program. Reading, displaying over already yesterday. Sir, reading, displaying over, sir. How many days we cannot, daily you cannot read and display, no? Some work we have to do it now. So whenever you want to do some work, then operators are needed, conditions are needed, they all will come inside. So yesterday, 1 day practice over, only 1 day. 1 day we give it to the student. Read and display using scanner. Okay, right. Now I'll write this program. I am writing this program to you. See there. I am taking demo method 4. I am taking demo method 4.java. Here also reading is there, no? So common daily import java.util.scanner. Here scanner yes is equal to new scanner of system.in. Now read the employee name. String, no? Right. So system.out.println. Enter the employee name. Enter employee name. Sir, this is string, sir. String, I am taking e name. I am taking. Shortcut I am taking. E name is equal to yes dot next line. Now, this all readings you understood now already, right? Okay. System dot out dot println. Enter employee ID. Generally, employee ID is alphanumerics here also. Alphanumeric means combination, designation numbers will be there, something. Okay, right. So read in the form of string employee ID. EID is equal to yes dot next line. Now system dot out dot println. Here enter employee designation. Designation means manager, assistant manager, something roughly. Some designation. Okay, right. Again, it is string now. String employee designation. Designation is equal to s dot next line. Enter the basic salary now. Basic salary int will be there actually. 12,000 basic, 13,000 basic, 18,000 basic. After that, they'll add some HRSDs, then the salaries will be increased. That is the actual thing. Got it right? Okay. Now, system dot out dot println, enter the basic salary. Enter basic salary. You enter it. Now, int basic salary is equal to s dot next int. But after reading the basic salary, here condition is there. What is the condition now? Basic salary must be minimum 12,000. The meaning is minimum 12,000 means basic salary must be greater than or equal to 12,000. Can I write one condition here now? Which condition? True or false means here if else I need. In this if else, I'm going to use one operator that is greater than or equal. One operator is coming, one control structure is coming. Got it right? Now here I am using if else. This is if else. Here end of if. This I am commenting there for easiness. When you see my document now, you can see that. If condition is what now, sir? Basic salary must be greater than or equal to 12,000. If it is true, you will come inside. That is called if condition no. If it is false, you'll come here or not now. When it is false now, you can say system dot here. System dot out dot println. System dot out dot println invalid basic salary. Understood this point? Whenever the basic salary is valid now, I must calculate what now? Sir, I must calculate this total salary. Basic salary, HRA, DA, if I add it now, one biggest basic salary will come. So basic salary will be in the form, total salary will be in the form of float family, because percentage is there, no, 60, 93 divided by 100 into basic salary, must write it or not now. For that one, 0 point something will come or not now. That goes under float family. Among float, how many are there now? How many among float, how many categories are there now? 2 categories. What are they? Float and double. Which one is the biggest? Means double is the biggest. I will take double. First time I am taking one double. Okay, right. I am taking one double. How will take it now? Sir, double total salary is equal to. Sir, can I declare the variable inside? Yes, you can declare. In other languages, maybe they'll declare above. I don't know other language. In C language, I see. They'll write first and they'll come down. Here, wherever you want, you can write there only in Java language. Other languages, I don't know. Some 15 years back, I worked with C language. Now I don't know also. So they written up. Somewhere they written up. Here, wherever you want, you can write there only. I want total salary inside that if condition. There only you take the variable. Understood this? Right. Now, double total salary is equal to basic salary plus HRA plus DA. Sir, I will write HRA. So I'll write 93 divided by 100 into basic salary. Now, 63 divided by 100 into basic salary. Like this only your math teacher said to know. Right. Here, 93 divided by 100, you can write it as what now? 0.93. Yes or no now? Here you can write what now? 0.63. You can write it. Here 100 not needed, no? Right. This is the calculation. Now total salary came, no? Now display it. Where you should display now? Inside the if condition only you must display. Right? Inside this if condition here. So system dot out dot print ln. System dot out dot print ln. Employee name. Display the name. E-name. Now system dot out dot print ln. What is this one now? Employee ID you display. EID. Now system dot out dot print ln. So employee designation. You must have it. E designation. Now system dot out dot print ln. Sir, basic salary you display. Basic salary you display. So B salary. Then display system dot out dot print ln. This is total salary, no? Total salary he is getting with HRA and TA. That is total salary. So observed, I brought one condition, right? With if else block. All of you understood if else, right? Right. I'll run it. Now, our program is demo 4.java. Demo methods. I saved it as method. Demo method I saved it. Demo method. Okay, right. Demo method 4. Employee name, some Raj. Employee ID, A121. Employee designation, roughly I'm taking software engineer, SC. Basic salary, 1200. You cannot enter 1200. Minimum 12,000 or not now. So the message will come now. Invalid basic salary you entered. Now, some Raj. Employee ID, A some 121. Designation some SC. I am entering some salary, 1,20,000. Answer is coming now. All of you observe this? Right, okay. Sir, yesterday also Raj, today also Raj means just RAG will be near to my finger I am typing. He is not my friend also. Right. Okay. Right. The program, what I took the program now? Sir, demo method I took it actually. While I'm editing the program, I'll make it as demo methods to you. I'll edit the program and send it. Demo methods 4.java. Output. This is the output. All of you understood small calculation available there. All of you understood that? Right, okay. Can I give an assignment now? Based on this, can I give an assignment? Right, for today, right. Take one assignment. Assignment. Write a program to read and display student details. Sir, question looks very easy only, sir. Down conditions, I'll give it. Okay, right. Right. Note. So what you have to read it, sir? Sir, here. Read student name, roll number, branch. Roll number alphanumeric. So string, all are string. Okay, right. Now, read 6 subject marks. Read 6 subject marks. Telugu, Hindi, English, Maths, Science, Social. 10th class, no? Right. Roughly 6 subject marks. Right. Here, 6 subject marks means each subject marks must be in between 0 to 100. Each subject marks must be in between 0 to 100. You cannot enter negative marks. You cannot enter 120, 130. Must not enter. Right? Okay. Condition. Each subject marks must be in between 0 to 100. Else, invalid marks. Else it is invalid marks must come. First read all 6 subject marks and check it. Whether they are in between 0 to 100 or not, you have to check it. Right. If 6 subject marks are validated, if 6 subject marks are validated, then calculate the following. Calculate the total marks. Total marks means what now? S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6. Total marks will come. Adding all 6 subject marks. Then calculate percentage. Percentage means what now? Total divided by 600 into 100. Okay, right. That you have to do. Now, result. Result means whether he is distinction of first class or second class or third class or failure, you must say. Understood is my result. So to calculate result, I'll give the conditions down. Got it right? Now, result. How to calculate the result? If the percentage in between 70 to 100. 70 to 100 means distinction. 60 to less than 70. Yes or no? 60. What is this less than 70? 69.999. He is 69.99 is the first class only. 70 comes under this. That's called less than 70. I written. Now this is first class. Now 50 to less than 60, second class. Here 35 to less than 50, we are calling it as third class. If all conditions are not met, else it is what now? Fail. So this is the work. Understood all of you? Right. This is the work for today. Right. So already reading notes is there. Objects not available. Still objects not, I not brought objects. Just you are doing in the main class. Everything you are doing in the main class. Everything you are doing in the main method to understand how to read the data from the keyboard and how to do some calculations on it. That is a weekends. Right. Okay. In this total weekend, much thing has been happened for you. See, if I scroll back to 14th once, the week started from 14th. This is 14th. On 14th, you are a kid. Today, you grown up. Means lot more information came. Means you know how to create object, you know location of class, you know location of object. So you checked your weekend. If anybody learned this week, no, you satisfied something. If you learned it, because lot more information delivered in this 5 to 6 days. When I'm starting on the week, naming convention only I started. See, I started the week with naming convention. Then you know data types. Today only you are using double. In the next week, I'll use all. All notes will come. Where to use long? Already you are using long, no, for phone number. But some more 1 or 2 FAQ questions are pending. We'll write them. Right? Remaining all, I'm going to use it. Next week is waiting. I given the list of primitive, non-primitive, and string. Sorry, non-primitive. Non-primitive string comes under non-primitive. I made a statement. You are using already. Right? Okay. I started object-oriented. And you know the class types and object definition, you know today. Object creation, you know how to create. You know object location. You know object components. Means object will hold instance members. You know that. And you know the total variable categories theoretically, you know. And you know the location of variables. And on JVM architecture, where your class loads, where object creates. Even the 2 diagrams I drawn to you, and I introduced your methods, and you know the total theoretical category of methods. And after giving that method, somewhere I have to bring the built-in methods. To bring that built-in methods, I am bringing your this scanner class methods. I brought it. That was the built-in methods actually. Before that, I shown the location also. Where the methods are available, what are the method rules. So a lot more information is available to you. So this week notes is very important. Last week very lesson, all theoretical. If you don't read last week, also, only installation is there. Setting a path is there. Running program is there. Nothing is there. So first week is a demo week. We never count it as a syllabus week actually. We never count it as syllabus week. Because there nothing is there actually. Only introductions will be there. Introductions, 2 things are nothing but installing, setting path, running program. That only there. Even that also I'm doing daily, no. So major thing happened by this week. Next week by Saturday is our target again. By next Saturday, everybody should speak to me. Speak to me, then doubt is there means. Right? Everybody should do by your ones. Today I brought the calculation, no? Right. Next week I'm going to bring objects, subclasses, calculations, control structures, return type, non-return type, with parameters, all will come. The level of coding will be increased by the 3rd week. Understood, right? Can we take a break for this week? Right. So always target it. Next 2 weeks without missing any programs are there, postpone it. So next 2 weeks you have to attend it. Right? Up to 27th, 1 week. From 27th, I don't know the date, 1 week. The 2 weeks are very important. So everybody should commit yourself to come to the class the 2 weeks. In the 2 weeks, if you come regularly, the language is in your hand. Just now it is entering slowly, right? 2 more weeks it takes to have a complete grip over this language, right? Take a break for this week. Thank you very much for this week, Andy. We are meeting on Monday. Thank you.